Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. It's Tannehill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready to break. Mike 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Go. Go. 51. Mike 51. Exit. Exit. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Titans' 22-yard line.
Ready?
2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Hey, lock it. He's coming.
From the shotgun, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey. Alpha. Check 55.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Scott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. That's Young. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yeah. Hey, seam 6.
Here's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Young. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Handoff running left is Etienne. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
6-6, bullet high. 56 is the mic.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, echo.
You got 3 down. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56. I'm going back to you. 56.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Go now. 15, 9, 59. Rock it. Go.
SOS.
Hey.
Check 26.
Fair.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
He'll get this out wide to Scott. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Conventional wisdom tells runners to work north and south and get upfield, but he was hoping he could win the race to the pylon. Excellent job of pursuit there by the defense, and they wound up knocking him backwards.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Henry fighting for the marker. I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
We got 3. Hey, Delta. 31's the mic. 31's the mic.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there just before halftime. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
On second down, ETN once more. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
I know you feel it. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. There we go.
3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. That's complete. It's Damian Willis. And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Check 52. Check 90. Look at me. Go. Now.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
30-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Mike 51. Hey, Charlie. They not ready for this, man. They not ready for this. They still playing soft. Leo. Now. Out.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, the return is Scott. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a throw here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
To the air again, Tannehill. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They go again with Scott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd down now. It's Scott trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25. Yet another interception. And I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And Shark calls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff for Etienne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
On the set. Right there, in the middle, 55. On deck, Paul. Go, go. 55, 55. Hey, eat. Big hit.
Lawrence will throw. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Check 55. Heavy on the edges. Check 15. Check 15.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st down, Scott. And he's got some space here. And now the rookie's free.
What a play.
Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Etienne once more. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A give to Etienne running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Jags, their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.